Hello, Sagittarius. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your mini reading on behalf of the Divine Masculine. Will your Divine Masculine X return? So this is for my feminines watching for a Divine Masculine X. So general as always, guys, it won't resonate with every single person. Please do take from it what makes sense for you and release what doesn't. If you're interested in your own reading, that info is down below. And of course, I'll include a link to the decks that you see here today, Sagittarius. So let's begin. The top row here is the Masculine's Madness 2 by Bridget of Divine Essentials, and then we'll grab a couple of cards from the Confessions of a Runner deck by Angelic Revelation 144. All right, so let's take a look at this. Let's see what's coming through. We have anxiety. I have so much going on right now. I'm so sorry I can't be who you need me to be. Okay, so they're feeling the pressure. Let's go ahead and take a look at one more card. We have insecure. You bring out all of my insecurities. I wonder if I could ever be man enough for you. So the masculine here is in a very dark space in their life, perhaps with all of these anxieties and insecurities as to the pressures that I'm feeling. They are possibly even putting on themselves, wondering, can they really be the man that you need them to be, my feminines, okay? So let's add to this. I have trust issues. I have been let down in the past. That's contributing to why they're so anxious and insecure as well. Let's grab one more card here. I know that you are right. That's why I can't face you right now. So some conversations that you guys might have had in the past where my feminines, you might have called this masculine out on certain actions, certain things that they did or said, and maybe they just didn't see it back then, you know? And it does say you bring out all of my insecurities. It's like, I know you're right. You might have even called them out on their trust issues. And, you know, that doesn't mean that you did anything wrong to cause them to distrust you, you know. But if they already had trust issues, as it's clearly stated here, from past relationships that went wrong, that could have basically created a rift between the two of you. Even if there was nothing to be alarmed about, if there was no deception, you weren't messing around, they weren't messing around. But I kind of feel these anxieties and insecurities might have stemmed from relationships in the past that really messed with their head and their way of thinking. All right, so let's see what else we can pick up off of from your masculine X here. So my feminines, if you resonate with this, and if you know that this is how your masculine tends to be, or if you've already known that they tend to be a very anxious individual and that they have had trust issues in their partnership, let's take a look and see if they can overcome that. This is the Arrows of Love Oracle by Mystic Moon. So let's add to this. Let's see what else needs to come through here. Angels and spirit guides, please. Divine Masculine X, will they return? We do have mine, okay? Possessiveness. Maybe Sagittarius, my feminines, there's a part of you that still certainly wants this X, but I'm feeling here they definitely have a lot that I'm feeling. They're just holding on to it, you know, past baggage that's weighing very heavily on them. But I think too that they still want you. That it's just that they're very insecure and they're not even sure that they can offer you what it is that you're looking for here. What else for Sagittarius? Will your Divine Masculine X return? We do have lip service. My own interpretation of this card, there could be something very special about the way you guys interact when you kiss, and maybe you really love the way your person kisses you. And lip service is also somebody who might just tell you what it is that you want to hear without really meaning it, or vice versa. And if they have trust issues already, maybe some of the conversations that you guys have had, you are coming from a place of authenticity and telling them the truth, but maybe they doubted what it was that you were telling them and thinking that it was just all lip service. Okay? But we do have this love line right here, revived. So this to me could have been a relationship that was dead in the water, but it can be revived. It can come back to life. But maybe my feminines, it comes down to you to be able to ease your masculine's mind that they are enough, that they are good enough to be a part of your life, that they have no reason to not trust you, and that they need to possibly just kind of ease their own anxieties. We do have farewell here, so clearly you guys parted ways. It could have been you, my feminines, that ended up detaching from your masculine here, and maybe that traumatized them, that they're just not able to come towards you as the person that you need them to be. Because both of these messages are pretty heavy coming forward from the masculine. It's like, I have so much going on right now. I'm sorry I can't be who you need me to be. I wonder if I could ever be man enough for you. This is their own masculine energy presenting itself here. So I do feel that they do want to return, that they do want you back, but they have a lot on their plate that they need to figure out in the meantime. We do have love cords here, so to me this represents two people that still feel a very special bond towards each other. You guys are forever connected. It doesn't matter that you're in separation from one another. And maybe telepathically you guys are still communicating. So my feminines, you got to be mindful of the energy that you're directing towards your masculine. Because if they're feeling you being anxious, and if you've got your own insecurities, that's amplifying where they're at, which is contributing to them freaking out even more, maybe. But this whole situation, it does say blessing in disguise. Maybe you guys were meant to experience a separation, a division, distance in this partnership, for you guys to learn lessons separately, to grow from this, to learn from this. And when the time is right, if you guys have the same vision for this partnership, bringing it back together, maybe this whole experience, however painful it is, it's coming through as a blessing. And lastly, we've got love language, deep conversation. You see, so there's a future conversation that can happen still between the two of you. I do feel eventually they'll be in a much better place, certainly mentally and in their heart, to entertain a reunion here. So let's add some tarot here, my feminines. The Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle. This is my tarot with a twist. And if you're not familiar with this deck, the twist here is that it includes new oracle messages, as well as new court cards, in addition to the traditional tarot messages. So let's see what's coming through here for you. Anxiety, insecurities, trust issues. But regardless of all that, this is still a situation that can come back to life. My feminines, you're coming through as the Queen of Swords. What you're wanting from your masculine is honesty, the truth, and perhaps that's what they're needing from you as well, is to be truthful with them and honest with them. And I feel you've done that. It even says, I know that you're right. That's why I can't face you right now. They need to be able to face their own fears, their own anxieties. And maybe, my feminines, as I've mentioned, it's you that cut this masculine out of your life. It is you that said farewell. We have the Emerald of Water. It's time to go with the flow of where life and love want to take you. Being rigid and closed-minded prevents you from growing and finding the many blessings that are meant for you. Remove stagnancy, stubbornness, and stalemate-type situations from your journey. Love yourself enough to see that you are a gem with so much to offer to the world and to the one who is meant for you. And I can't help but feel this for this masculine. They have to go with the flow. They need to be able to see themselves from a more loving space in their heart. They need to be able to fill their own cup of love, to recognize who they are on the inside, the gem that they actually are. They need to recognize that within themselves, and that they do have something very special to offer the one that they love, and that person is you. Okay? With the Knight of Pentacles here, this is a very slow moving man right here. Okay, so they're treading ever so lightly, so I would not expect a whole lot of fast movement from your masculine here. But when they are ready to come towards you, my feminines, I really do feel that things will ultimately come back together. You know, a situation that can be revived and brought back to life for the two of you. Okay, so part of the issue too as to why you guys broke up could have been conflicts, the struggles and tensions and arguments that you guys have had, possibly over rivalry and competition, third-party situations. And my feminines, you're coming through as the Empress here, okay? The Divine Feminine. You can create something beautiful still with your masculine. There's abundant energy tied into this as well. The Empress is pregnancy, nurturing, fertility, motherhood. So you could certainly still build a life with your masculine, have children, have a family with them. And eventually, you'll hear that good news that they want to come towards you to get this deep conversation going. Okay, and Wands is your own fire energy here. So you're going to be on the receiving end of that good news. All right, so let's wrap it up here, Sagittarius, and let's grab some dialogue messages for your mini reading. This is my ex oracle, so some of these messages could, of course, be from your ex. Some of these messages could be from you. So let's take a look at that. Who needs to speak up here? Angels and spirit guides, please, for Sagittarius. Divine Masculine. I hear our song and it brings me to tears. Okay, so there's a particular song that your ex listens to and it reminds them of you, and that could apply to you too. Look at this next card. I don't want to be with anyone else. Will you give me another chance to love you? And of course, that's up to you, my feminines, but I feel you're watching this reading because you want your ex back. I want to call you, but I'm not sure you even want to hear my voice. And that comes down to insecurities, trust issues, and anxieties that they're still definitely feeling. Every time I hear someone say your name, it breaks my heart knowing you're so far away from me. So you see, your vibe, my feminines, it's still very much a part of this masculine. Otherwise, they wouldn't be affected in that way. Yep. Now, this applies to some of you. Okay, I'm sorry I was unfaithful to you. I hope you find the happiness I couldn't give you. For some of you guys, maybe you have. But for the majority, I feel there could have been infidelities here, which is why this masculine has some trust issues. So that is a part of the reality for some, but it doesn't apply to everybody here. Let's grab one more. One more card. Look at this. Oh my gosh. This says you're right. Karma bites. Okay. So remember this card. I know that you are right. That's why I can't face you right now. You're right. Karma bites. So karma bit your ex in the ass. And that's contributing to why they're so anxious and insecure. But at the end of the day, the bottom of the deck, I miss your hugs and kisses, and they want to be able to revive this partnership. If you want them back, I feel this might take a little bit of time before it can manifest. You guys still feel the connection. This is a situation that can come back to life. Okay, but as far as when that's going to happen, I'm not exactly sure. So give it a little bit more time and just have some patience to see this through. It does seem to me that eventually you guys will be able to start talking again, get the ball rolling towards communication, and possibly giving this another chance. All right. So that's where I'm going to leave this one. Sagittarius, I do hope whatever part of this made sense for you, that it offered you advice you could use right now. If you are interested in your own reading, that info is down below. That's it for now, guys. Thank you so much. See you next time.